Good morning. I just got out of jury duty. Luckily, didn't have to do anything awesome, dope. And so I decided to come out here and meditate for like 20 minutes. Enjoy this beautiful lake. Such a nice day outside. I was gonna go home and just get back to editing, but honestly, I saw how nice it felt, the weather. Like it's cold. I'm in my hoodie and my sweater. And the sun just felt so nice. And there's a nice breeze too, especially next to the water. While I was sitting in the jury room, whenever I was reading The Surrender Experiment by Michael A. Singer, a book that my brother put me into, that honestly has changed my life in so many ways I can't even begin to describe. But while reading it, I was making highlights and notes about things that really resonated with me. And I haven't read The Unintended Soul yet, but The Surrender Experiment is more about Mr. Singer's experience with surrender and his story. And for me, since I'm a big story guy, I comprehend stories a lot more because I compare and contrast it to my own life story. And the similarities, although very small, were there, and it could not be denied. And I keep finding myself in the same place where I'm just surrendering to the moment, not really thinking about how it may come across to other people, how I come across to other people, or needing a specific outcome or for this thing to solve a problem, but rather simply doing it because it is the work in front of me. And it reminds me of an experience that I'll show you here on the camera. I think it was that bench right there. Yeah, I'll tell you the story sometime, but all you really need to know is that, oh wow, look at all the birds over there, hold on. I'm getting distracted. It's a bunch of crows, which is called a murder. A group of crows is called a murder. I know that. I think about that often. We have such funny names for groups of things. Anyways, the essence of that story was that it was a moment of both extreme anxiety and panic, but also of absolute openness and bliss. That no matter what anybody else tells me, I know was real. And what it taught me was that a lot of the things that I worry about, a lot of the illusions were self-made. Some of them was implanted into me without malice, without knowing. But a lot of it was me feeding to it because I catastrophize things, I dramatize things, mainly because I guess that's the storytelling mindset. But in essence, the biggest thing I learned was that a lot of the illusions are self-made. What you tell yourself, what you project upon yourself, is really all just a figment of the mind. And I think we forget that what happens in here doesn't always translate to what happens here. Although the two do coexist and influence one another, when you're aware of that contrast, but understanding that there is no separation, you're able to then comprehend and move better through life. And what I mean by move better through life is if you just take a moment to look around at the people around you in your everyday setting, whether at work or in your home or just out and about, it's basically people watching, and I've always been really good at people watching. And just observing how people move through reality, through this space that we inhabit. their gaits, their stance, facial expressions, speech, even something as simple as movement of the eyes or hand gestures can tell you how somebody is moving through their existence and what is going on within their own perspective. But I've been starting to look that more towards myself and how that relates to the world around me. And it's funny because in the past, I used to be so, like, me recording this video out in the open, like a bunch of people have already passed by me, and I haven't given a single flying fuck. In the past, I would remain silent because I was afraid of what would come out of my mouth. Because oftentimes what I would let come out of my mouth was either rude, wrong, distasteful, or just people didn't like it. And that goes for strangers to family alike. Oh, there's a turtle sticking his head out of the water. Oh, let me move back in. But what I'm trying to say with this video, today's video, is that everyone has their own world. We live in the world, but we have our own world, and we walk through this world with our world. It's a multiverse, for a lack of a better term. But once you're able to see that they're all part of the same thing, it's just that depending on where your inner world is directed and how you perceive the outer world, are you able to move them more gracefully through this human experience. Alright, I'm gonna get home so I can edit some more videos, test out more content, because that's just what I have to do. Gotta surrender, right? Alright, I'll see you later. I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. I love you like a love song, baby. And I can feel you in every beat, 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 beat. Oh, that song's been stuck in my head because it played in the car on my shuffle, and it throws me back to when I was like, God, I don't even know how old I was. Definitely either kid, I don't think I was double digits yet. But looking back, I listened to a lot of like girly pop for whatever reason. It just filled my soul, made me happy. And I wrote this down in my notes app, a little quick capture where I just jot down ideas and thoughts and whatever. And I realized that I really like girls that listen to like people like Katy Perry, Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, Tate McRae, Dua Lipa, Taylor Swift even. And I think it's because I just like confident women who are emotionally open, but they're not chaotic, where they can express deep emotion, but they don't let those emotions dictate who they are and their decisions. And it's so funny. It's like, I feel like I've been going like forward and backward in time from like my own evolution, simply because I've always been more feminine since I was a kid, or whatever that, like just as the energy, not in terms of gender, which is a common misconception in the Western society. And for me, it's been learning to balance that deep masculine drive with that feminine openness, which is what I feel like I've been channeling lately, especially making these videos. But anyways, I got myself some Starbucks because I'm a caffeine addict. And I also got nicotine pouches because I'm a nicotine addict. Not for long though. I'm probably gonna chill for a minute. And by chill, I mean watch a YouTube video, then get back to work on the videos that I'm editing. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel kind of chill. I don't know how else to describe it, but I'll catch you soon.